My next guest introduced a bill that would immediately suspend the controversial refugee program in this country. Joining me now, Congressman Brian Babin, member of the House Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure. Congressman, when I looked at what you're talking about you had a bill back to July of 2015 that's collecting dust somewhere that would do exactly what you want to do now.
That's exactly right, Tom. Great to be with you tonight. I introduced this in July of 2015, just as you said, and that's over almost a year and a half ago. And this was before Paris, before Nice, before Orlando. Just a few attacks, you know, that got it on the radar screen for me and my staff. And I introduced this bill. We have 87 co-sponsors. This bill must hit the floor. We have got to do the things that Donald Trump is saying to do, and that is put a pause, an immediate pause on our refugee program until we can vet these people.
Okay,
but on the contrary...
But Congressman, here's the problem, is I talk to you and your colleagues, and I say, so you're going to get this done like in a week or two or something? And everybody looks at me and says, Congress doesn't work that way. How long would you think this will take to get signed on the president's desk?
Well, it's hard for me to say because one of the big holdups is just the legislative process itself over in the U.S. Senate. They have to have 60 votes to bring something up, and then you can pass it with 51 votes. It's called the filibuster rule. But nevertheless, Donald Trump has made some campaign pledges and promises, and one of them is to stop this refugee program. And I think this bill fits to the T what he is trying to do. And that is to stop the program. President Obama and his administration have thrown caution to the winds constantly. They've dismantled the entry system, which keeps track of foreigners that are coming in from terrorist countries.
Same question. How long does it take to get that back up and running again afterwards?
That may take several months, unfortunately. But with executive orders, the president might be able to do, President-elect might be able to do something a lot more hasty than that. And then we have, the fact of the matter is that President Obama and his administration are bringing in refugees from terrorist countries just as fast as they possibly can, contrary to what the American people want. We do not want these people coming in from terrorist hotbeds. We are absolutely financing and setting these people up in business when they infiltrate in these refugee groups coming into the United States. We're giving them bases of operation at taxpayer expense. It's unbelievable.
Well,
and we've got to stop it, and I think this is something that the American people have spoken, and they're not going to tolerate anything less than a stoppage of this program. We want to stay safe. This is our first duty when we raise our right hand of swearing our oath of office, and that is to maintain the national security and keep American citizens safe. And that's what our job is, and that's what we'll do.
I wish you much speed, and I like your comment about the fact maybe the president-elect can use an executive order to hasten things along, because you know that his supporters are looking for exactly what you're working on. So we appreciate the fact that you are, and appreciate you coming on tonight. Congressman Brian Babin.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tom. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.